Good morning, good and blessed people. So this isn't going to be one of the typical videos that I do that is about, teaching. This is going to be more of a rant. And I've been sitting festering with these emotions for the last maybe 3 or 4 days. And I've been sitting back and I've been watching certain things that's been playing out, and I've been watching things that's being posted online. And I decided I was going to withhold. I wasn't going to say anything because this week has been kind of busy. So I've been kind of more or less, if you're not in my indirect circle, in my direct circle, my close personal circle, then I really haven't been expounding a lot or talking a lot. But I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say on this matter. And like I said, this is not going to be politically correct. This is not going to care about your feelings. This is not going to care about who it offends. This is just going to get straight to the heart of the matter. And like I said, it's a rant. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care who gets offended. I don't care if you don't talk to me anymore, but it needs to be said. Now, with all that being said, let's get straight into the point. I regularly speak on issues that are detrimental to men. More specifically, I speak on issues that our demographic of women, let me say that correctly. The ADOS woman does to the ADOS black man. And I typically talk about these things from a standpoint of just really tearing down the illusions that our women are not victimizers, that they're the ones that's in the victim seat. And give me a second. Hold on. Yes, baby. Can I call you back? Huh? Do you want to bring her? No, leave her at the house, sweetie. Leave her at the house. All right, love you. I gotta go. All right. All right, sorry about that. I got a call from my wife. But anywho, let me get to the point. I talk about these things because they need to be said. We need to stop with the illusions that our women are not victimizers and that they're just innocent victims and that black men are just habitually beating them down and downtrodden them. It's a lie. It is a flat out lie. And I talk about those things from that standpoint because we as black men have been made to suffer in silence. When we speak about our issues, people want to tell us to be quiet. When we talk about the things that are crippling for us, we are told to be quiet. We're given the less amount of resources, less amount of education. We're the most incarcerated, overly policed, most murdered, the sickest, least educated demographic in the Western society. And when we speak about the issues that bother us, they tell us to be quiet. Now, coming from a man that has actually put on a daggone military uniform for 5 years out of my life, done went to war at least 3 or 4 years out of that time, been in several different combat situations, that actually is highly offensive to me. But much like our forefathers and much like our ancestors who went to war for World War II and the Civil War and all those things to fight for our rights as a black community, it didn't matter. It falls on deaf ears. But this rant isn't about the women today. not directly, because I say these matters to inform. I say these matters to inform our men, because no one else is going to tell you the truth. No, let me correct this up. There's a lot of men out here trying to tell you guys the truth, but y'all jokers would not listen. Y'all will not listen. All right? We live in a gynocentric society. We live in a matriarchy in the African American community. Everything is female ran, everything is female led. That is the very reason why they handle you the way they handle you when it comes to your very own offspring. The very things that are created in your image and your likeness, they tell you you have no rights to. They put you on child support. And I don't even think a lot of you guys even understand the ramifications. Just putting someone on child support, what it does. You basically are holding a pistol to one's head, extracting resources from them, or else if they don't give you those resources, they face jail time, they face their license being suspended, their whole life being running, they can't buy houses, their credit is jacked up, all of these things. And it's already bad enough trying to provide for one home. But trying to provide from your own home and having to send up to a half of your income. Some guys have been hit with half of their income, leaving their paycheck, going to someone else's house. They tell you guys this is your duty and your responsibility, and it's a lie. So when I'm speaking to that fact that you've been bamboozled, you've been hoodwinked. They have lied to you. They have told you that your woman is this big victim and you need to protect and you need to provide and you need to make sure that she's secure. A being that has contempt for you, that was made and programmed and designed to have contempt for you, to take your seed from you, because we need that prison population to keep effect, because y'all don't even understand what that means. That means that it's like 10 to 15 times more likely for a boy, for a male child that grows up without their father to end up in an early grave or in prison. They don't want you to know this stuff, because if they don't want you to actually start thinking. So when they have people that's actually saying, hey, you got to watch yourself. You got to be okay for yourself, man. You got to look out for yourself. This is how you select a woman. This is how you do all that. They want to shut you up. As I said, this is not a teaching moment. I'm not going to the scriptures. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm just telling you the facts. And this is a rant because I'm tired of you ignorant Negroes not getting this stuff. We literally live in a society that is absolutely dangerous for you to get married. It is a threat to your legacy for you to take a wife from this land. This isn't an imagination. This isn't something that I'm making up. It's hard anecdotal evidence that supports what I'm saying. Let me move side. I'm move side because y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. In the military, we call that situational awareness. Being aware of your surroundings and the situations that's unfolding in your presence. It is literally dangerous for you to take a wife in this land, to even marry. All the laws are designed to crush you. In the event that that woman decides, you know what? I no longer want to be a part of this institution. Y'all don't get it. So I tell you guys, I put videos out. I tell you guys, listen, It's about your legacy. Be careful about the woman that you're choosing. Trying not to outright just dismiss every Western woman. But the truth of the matter is, especially pertaining in our community, the truth of the matter is women are not raised to be wives anymore. They don't even believe in modesty anymore. You can't even tell a woman, baby, that's only designed for your husband to see without them feeling like you trying to control them. They don't want you to be authority. They want your resources, but they don't want your authority. They want you to be responsible, but they don't want your authority. And at some point, as a man, you got to step back and say, how is this situation unfolding for me? What about this is best for me? Because I tell you guys, and I show you in the word, that the very being and very purpose that a woman was created was to be the aid to her man, to be an aid, a help to her man. So when you selecting a wife, yes, you are selecting a wife. You supposed to have standards. You're already supposed to know who you are as a man before you decide to take on a bride. When you are 19, 20, 21, 20, you shouldn't even be thinking. It shouldn't even be in your mind to be thinking about pairing up with a woman because you haven't even came into your manhood yet. Then y'all out here talking about, I got needs. I got needs. No, you need to exercise some tough discipline. You need to keep your little wee-wee in your pants. The fact that you keep talking about you have needs means you are a slave to your lust. This land is an offshoot of Babylon. It is literally a graveyard for legacy in the African community. It is about your legacy. And it's already bad enough just existing in this society. People are going to automatically come for your legacy. And for you guys to be arbitrarily exposing your legacy to just these threats that you already know about. We already know about the child support system. Why you out here keep laying and producing and reproducing indiscriminately? Why you got all these baby mamas? I'm going to say it to you and I'm going to say it again. It is literally dangerous to take a wife from this land. I don't recommend no man that is serious about serving the Most High, unless that woman is just as serious about serving the Most High. And I'm not talking about the Christian church. It is literally dangerous for you to take a bride from our community in this land. They're not raised to be a wife. They're not raised to think about the family. They're not raised to put the children first. They are the ones that's been empowered. And you got to think about it. Why are they empowering the woman and not empowering the man? Y'all cats don't get it. Then you out here just reproducing and making babies outside of wedlock. You have no business. I'm telling you, stay away from these women, period. But you have no business out here daggone indiscriminately sleeping around, being a whoremonger, but then you want to bring babies in this world. You got 6, 7, 8, 9 different baby mamas, but you complaining. You absolutely must hate yourself, knowing that this society isn't geared or designed for you to already to get ahead. That it's a threat for you as a man to even marry in this society. At any point in time, that woman can walk away from you and remove you from your home. This ain't stuff I'm making up. This is factual. And the women know this. They don't like to hear it, but they know it's true. It's some brothers that don't been hit hard, being ignorant and not knowing the way this system is set up. And they've been shocked and surprised. They did everything the right way. They got married. They didn't bring no children outside of, in the world outside of wedlock. They were good providers to their family. They're good providers. They're good husbands to their wives. They're good fathers. They were all of that. That woman was unhappy because this society has lied to her and told her she's supposed to have all this extra stuff that she ain't supposed to have. And somebody's just supposed to give it to her, not that she's supposed to work for it. This is her mentality. So these guys find out the hard way because they've been inside the churches. They've been and they got bamboozled. Now they got to come out and recover. I'm not mad at those brothers. We always tricked. We always told a lie. I'm not mad at those dudes. You were a victim. You were victimized. But y'all cats out here that don't seem to, you know the lay of the land and you know the terrain of this daggone society, and yet you still want to subject your own legacy because it's, make no mistake about it. If you don't have no control over your seed, you don't have control over your legacy. Dang all what they're talking about when it comes to money and houses and cars, that's not your legacy. Those are material things. Your legacy is what you leave behind on this planet. Whether it's good or bad, that's your legacy. And your children are your direct legacy. Especially your sons, because they're supposed to continue on your line, making things in your image and your likeness, just like you created, making things in their image and their likeness, just like you created them in your image and your likeness. And the more baby mamas that you get, that's the more people that you subject your legacy to. Y'all cats for real don't get this stuff. Y'all see him be trying to argue and negotiate with these women. This woman can't be negotiated with. She's already been assimilated into this Babylonian culture. Then you're a slave to your hormones. You can't even resist it. You literally must hate yourself to understand that this society is set up to tear you down and for you to keep subjecting yourself to it. Some of these guys out here know they've been married, they've had a woman leave them, and they've had to become outside of house parents. They know how hard that is. Want to protect your kids and provide for your kids while this woman got other men around your children. So she got other dudes around your daughters or got other dudes around your sons. And to be honest with you, you can't trust them around nobody these days. They looking at your boys just like they looking at your girls. But these women don't care. They don't care. They only care about their own self. That's what they've been raised and taught to care about. They haven't been taught to say legacy, family building, generational wealth. They thinking about the now. You as a man got to be thinking about generations. That's why the second most important decision that you can make in your life, outside of choosing to follow the Most High, it's your woman. The first most important decision that you make in your life is finding your own self. Y'all Negroes need to be ashamed of y'allself. Don't care about yourself. These women don't care about you, so you got to care about yourself. At some point, you got to stop blaming these. We know what they are. We know what they are. You know the reliability of the women in this culture. You know what they're trained to be in this culture. We know what they are. And at some point, you got to stop saying it's them, it's them, it's them, and start saying it's me. I need to select better. I tell men, when you're choosing a wife, all you have to do is stick to your principles. All you got to do is stick to your principles, and they'll guide you to the woman that you're supposed to be with. But you got to first know yourself. You got to be plotting a course for your own life. This woman, this especially this generation of women. Hell, the earlier generation of women was somewhat shaky. But especially this generation of women now, man, they ain't got nothing inside of them that's going to make you balanced. The only thing they truly got to offer you is recreational activities. When you find yourself and you like, look, I need to find a wife because I'm trying to build, I'm trying to have X, Y, and Z. I'm trying to follow the will of the Most High. And when you start putting things into order, you're going to look up and you're going to say, there's nothing for me to choose as a wife from this land. The only thing that I can do with her is have a temporary courtship and sleep with. That's it. Y'all already know this. Most men out here, and y'all ain't got to be educated with the word of God. Most men, no, let me say this. You need to be educated with the word of God, but you ain't got to be hit with facts over your head on a daily basis to just look around you and see that even the women in your family ain't no good. I don't care if they get mad at me about this. I don't care if they don't like me about this. This is real. They know they not any good. They broken. And ain't nothing you can do with broken pieces. Somebody who don't want to get themselves together, there's nothing you can do with that. I had a family member call me because she was pregnant. She wanted to call me and rant about her boyfriend or her fiance or whatever. And because they weren't going good, she decided, you know what I do? I'll kill his baby. This is what she said to me. Now, there's not many things that I promise you that keeps me up at night. There's not many things that can make me lose sleep at night because I'm going to pray and I'm going to ask God to give me his peace and I'm going to keep it moving. But this will have me up all night. It worried me. That's such a fragile, it's common. That type of mindset and that thinking is common. You purposely got pregnant. And then when things go bad with you and the guy, or he's not doing what you want him to do because he's a kid, that's what kids do. They only thinking about themselves. Now you mad talking about killing another life. I was utterly disgusted. But this is what these women are being empowered to do. And she said it, I'll kill his baby because they know those children belong to you. Y'all dudes need to wake up. If ain't nobody else gonna think about your legacy and your lineage, you need to be thinking about it. Y'all keep laying with these women, bringing baby in this world. I'm telling you, marriages should be out the question for a woman over here in this society for you. Because they're simply not raised to be that way. If you're trying to build a family, she's not raised to be a family person. She may want companionship, but companionship ain't family. Hell, you can get companionship with a dog. I have a dog. I have a full-blooded rough collie. And I take her on the road with me sometimes when I have to go out. She ain't replacing Nanu Alawopo, but she companionship I don't feel by myself. Companionship, I can't do nothing with Lyric. That's my dog. I can't do nothing with her. So yeah, they're going to want companionship. They're going to want you to come over there and blow their back out every now and then. You got to stop being a fool doing it. Don't make no daggone sense for y'all to keep subjugating yourself to these women. Having control over you like this, man. Y'all ain't that weak. Grow up. Man, I'm going to keep renting. I'm going to go ahead and get off because my voice elevating. I don't want nobody to come outside. I'm in my office. I don't want nobody to come outside. But I'm just telling y'all, man, y'all got to absolutely hate yourself to keep up this funky, crazy behavior when you know that this society is geared to tear you down. It ain't geared to increase you. These women don't even know what a man looks like. So they're giving you an imagination, a figment of their imagination of what a man is. I had a friend tell me that his sister and his cousin, or whatever she is to him, didn't think I was a good man or thought I was controlling because I said, how dare another man approach my wife to talk to her about anything when I'm standing right there? You address me first. I'm her husband. They think that's odd. They have no idea about what it is, what protection is, and what a man is supposed to do. But this is the nature and this is the mindset of the women that's over here and what you're dealing with. And you want to keep playing with that? Go on ahead, man. If y'all gonna keep playing with that, go on ahead. But don't call me about the crap no more. Y'all don't hate y'all, can't hate yourselves that much. With that being said, I'm out. I'm gonna bring this rant to a close. I'm out. Y'all be easy.